Hey guys, Tyrup here, bring you a 2v2 today. We are on Belgorod. Playing today, spawning on the right, we have DarkRegion playing as Soviets, who has combined arms, defensive and guard motor. Teaming up with him is Guard2707, the British forces, who has commandos, mobile assault and Royal Engineers. From the left hand side we have Pandemic as Ostheer with Spearhead, and Miguel, this is DevM. Maybe I should put his name up there. Playing as Oshteer also with Blitzkrieg, Lightning War, and Jaeger Infantry. DarkRegion and Guard2707 around rank 30, a ranged team. This replay is from quite a long time ago. It only got submitted to me about 3 weeks ago, so I don't know DVM's rank, but obviously he's one of the top 1v1 players. And Pandemic has 8,000 games Ostheer between 1v1 and 2v2. So a real expert with the faction.
Pioneers awaiting orders.
Maybe I can do that now. There we go.
The new Grenadier squad is ready.
Boom.
Pioneers reporting on
Close enough. Alright. We got the universal carrier out. He's trying to hide. Maybe open up a Faust opportunity. Universal carrier, avoiding it so far. Not much priority given to the south DarkRegion. Just 2 conscripts up there, and they're getting completely overwhelmed by DevM. Around the corner here with some conscripts. I think I saw a sniper there from Pandemic. Yes, indeed. Conscripts hoorah into close range, but just so much firepower in the area. DarkRegion getting completely overwhelmed. Most away. Oftentimes when players go for these sniper first, or early sniper strategies, they don't go for the MG as well. So it's kind of like 2 units that can't do anything against a light vehicle. You have a lower number of Fausts to keep the sniper safe against light vehicles, so you should be quite careful here, Pandemic. Wow, early bunker coming up. Power building it here with 2 units. Here comes some conscripts. He's going to complete it. And upgrading it with medics. Really? Okay, I could maybe understand a command bunker. Maybe he's going to go for both.
forces are securing our territory.
Universal carrier coming down to assist now. Conscripts focusing down the machine gun. It's dropping quite quickly. But the conscripts all getting suppressed, and MG's still surviving. The UC got a little bit too close. Took a Panzerfaust. Even though DVM doesn't have that Panzerfaust range bulletin.
We have been granted access to superior
So you see
arms
having
and
to back
soldiers.
off. Has to bring in the Royal Engineers to assist in the fight, and they should have enough firepower here. Maybe not if the combat engineers don't assist them. They got a bad coordination there by the allies. So, officer doing some decent work there, but then retreating. Doesn't want to bleed any more manpower to the sniper, and what a reversal in terms of territory control. Allies getting forced off almost completely from the map. Almost no sectors to their name. And really, it was an unusual tactic from DarkRegion. You know, he's just sent 2 conscripts just to hold the bottom, the rest into the center. And DevM punching that hard. Oh, it's a late retreat. Does get home alive at least. Sniper up to 7 kills already. We'll be about to get 2 more here. Wrong upgrade? Yeah, on the bunker. Yeah, I thought that was strange. I imagine it was supposed to be a machine gun.
The bunker has been converted to an emergency medical station.
So that is rather useless. Here comes the universal carrier.
We now have access
And
to
the sniper
modern
very
objects
exposed.
providing
Oh
direct
boy,
fire.
that is bad news for Pandemic.
Defensive
Universal carrier
smoke
chasing it down.
capabilities.
I believe it does have a little bit of an accuracy boost against snipers these days. And does end up getting a kill on it. That was kind of sloppy from Pandemic. You know, absolutely no infantry nearby to threaten the Panzerfaust. Really no protection at all. And probably should have been able to hear the universal carrier in the fog of war as well. Its engine is so loud.
We are losing a sector.
Awesome sniper. But the Allies probably needed that to get back into this one. They're off to a rough start. Big Panzerfaust there. Maybe lucky the suppression kicked in, because otherwise, high chance that squad would have died. So obviously getting cut down pretty quickly. Oh, wow, they do go down on retreat. The Pyos catch them back there. Okay. Squad eventually forced away from the north. Still, the Axis have had really strong fuel control. Doesn't look like either of them have gone for a 2-2-2 though. A little strange. Maybe DevM having some manpower issues having built this bunker. Looks like he's going to opt for a 4th Grenadier. No 2-2-2. I don't think that's a particularly good idea. I feel like one of the main paths for the Allies to come back in this game is some strong light vehicle play, and you kind of preemptively shut that down with your own 2-2-2. Maybe the 2-2-2 could switch sides, go hunting for this universal carrier. Doesn't look like either of the Axis players going to go for a 2-2-2, so kind of leaving the Allies off the hook here, I would say. We do have the AC in the build though for Guard2707. I wonder if DevM is going to try for that bunker. It doesn't look like it now, especially with the heavy mortar, I believe, arriving. The DarkRegion. It's just an artillery magnet. Big hits from the heavy mortar, though. Oh, and it catches them on retreat. Really bad luck there for DevM. Still, the Axis with very strong territory control should actually lead them to pretty fast medium tanks. He's already got his tech structure up this early on. 70 fuel off, which at this rate is about 2 minutes away from Panzer IV. This could actually be like maybe a reasonable timing for a flak Panzer as well, this kind of situation. Right into retreats, reasonable connection. Oh my god, the heavy mortar again! That thing's so broken. If there's one thing that you can count to get you back in the game, some lucky shots from that heavy mortar, wow. Crushes a few of those S-mines off. Does do quite a lot of damage to that universal carrier though. It doesn't have enough armor to deflect that. And now we've got a mortar pit down from Guard2707 and another mortar wipe. Damn. Oh my god. 3 squads down in similar fashion. That is crazy. What a huge lead. And it's all getting evaporated by these mortars. Big movement in the north for Pandemic. He's got the pack up here. Oh boy, the heavy, just mortar pit. I was lost for words. There's so much damage. Flank coming in here for DevM has rebuilt that squad of Grenadiers and interrupts a bunker construction there by DarkRegion. I do think he'd be better off building a Maxim or a Dishka instead of a bunker, though. Not entirely sure what DarkRegion's thinking. Goes for a close range this barrage. Just maybe a quarter health from that Grenadier. Oh, he's let it run. Oh my god, another unit lost for DevM. It's a bloodbath. Oh, he could lose another one here. No way. Oh no, he survives this time. Gets a little bit lucky. DarkRegion definitely should have chased with this squad of conscripts as well for a little bit longer. Meanwhile, infantry section down over here. Looks like maybe to a rifle nade. So the Axis get one back. This barrage forces away the MG. It's going to be the Panzer IV for DevM. His army is just in tatters. He doesn't even have a pilot to repair it up, which could be trouble, you know. Is this already on the field for DarkRegion? Does not have AT nades ticked yet. Only getting his tier 3 down now. Quick to back away with the universal carrier there. Double Royal Engineers.
Damned enemies trying to take a point from us.
So repairs should be quite swift on these light vehicles. Panzer IV coming up to the north is actually a decent idea. No AT gun up here yet. AEC's there, but bounces its first shot. Connects on the second. That should allow an anti-tank grenade to do an engine crit. AEC trying to back away, pops the smoke. Oh, and the P4 firing on the move there. Misses the shot for the kill on the universal carrier. A bit of bad luck there for DevM. Oh no, and Pandemic loses his Grenadier and they drop the LMG. Trying to limp home with this. The Zis is coming up fast. Squad inside the trench providing plenty of sight. MG on the move now. Looks like the Zis doesn't chase all the way up. So the Panzer IV will survive at least. But DevM, this is some horrendous luck, it has to be said. After such a strong start too for the Axis. Still in a decent position though, hit on the victory points. Fast medium tank timings. And the AEC didn't really, you know, get much to do with no 222s constructed. And it does struggle against the Panzer IVs. Oh, that's the heavy mortar coming down up there as well. There's the mortar pit. It's like, wow, did he get hammer or anvil already? I was shocked. No, it's just both mortars firing in the same area.
AEC ready to move.
Okay, he's repaired up on the AEC. Doesn't have much munitions at the moment. It's a pretty reasonable time for some mines to go down, but doesn't really have that much to spare. Rebuild on the Grenadier after that pyro rebuild for DevM. So, you know, he's got his composition roughly. Probably would like a pack sometime soon, because especially DarkRegion could have a medium tank shortly. Oh, wow. Must have taken a lot of weapon health damage at some stage. Probably from the AEC shooting at it. So the MG actually goes down, and oh my god, the Grenadiers as well. It's a race for the LMG, but the Grenadiers going to get there first for Pandemic. But now his army's in tatters as well. Wow. This mortar's a real game changer for the Allies. P4 coming around the corner. AC's right here. So is the engineering squad. They don't quite get in range for the anti-tank grenade. I think if they had been given the order immediately, it would have worked. Force some way. Early retreat there for DevM. He's so close to the mortar. The Scash is very low at that range. Probably worried about the wipe again. The AT gun up here now for Guard2707. One shot misses on the AEC. Otherwise, maybe the P4 could have gone in for a bit of a move there.
Enemy causing trouble, trying to take one of our points.
Just camped out in the trench,
The enemy
holding the line.
and we are down to 300 points.
Here comes the T-34 for DarkRegion. Should be able to force away this machine gun, get a bit of territory going. DVM's actually going for a second Panzer IV.
Vehicle crew has been promoted. Panzer IV is ready for battle.
It's another decent option against the T-34. Usually though in these team games you see no escalation to something heavier in these kind of scenarios. Oh boy, gets a little bit too close here. It's going to take a Panzerfaust. There's this.
Taking our territory.
Oh, it's very far away. This is no good for DarkRegion. Don't think DevM's going to chase past this shock blocker though. He's playing it safe. Still doesn't have LMG upgrade on this unit, by the way. This has finally worked its way into position now. Oh boy. Anti-grenades. This. Oh, gets the attack ground through. Wow, big plays there for DarkRegion. I thought DevM was not going to chase past there, and he would have been wise not to. Is that costing him his tank? Wow, he's having a real nightmare this game. Recon plane from the command vehicle attached to the AEC. Sees the Panzer IV coming around the corner. The AT gun spins around for it. Oh, is this the end of the universal carrier? There it goes, finally.
Armored vehicle gone.
Pretty good run. Oh my god. A little bit sloppy there for Guard2707. 2 losses. Universal carrier doesn't matter too much, but
We have lost a pack gun.
losing the engineers is very painful. There's his vetted squad with the flamer. And now the AT gun trying to chase down the Panzer IV. Exposes itself to some grenadier fire. He probably had eyes on this thanks to the recon on the command vehicle. And that ends up getting decrewed as well.
Crew are, I'm afraid, quite dead.
Ooh, base houses nearly catch that on retreat. Here comes the Panzerwerfer. And it knocks out the section. This is just a crazy bloodbath of a match. Base house is not going to be able to finish off the decrewed weapon. Quite a few telemines back here as well. Good idea for Pandemic. Stops those potential dives on his Panzerwerfer. And yeah, pretty strong start for the Werfer. Squad wipe. It doesn't get much veterancy for that though, really.
You guys, listen to me if you want to live.
Rebuild on the Grenadier for Pandemic.
Grenadier squad is ready.
Miguel has locked into Lightning War, so we might see some Tiger action later on. Still ages away from munitions from the Stuka close air support.
Pioneers awaiting orders.
I didn't actually notice this, but Guard2707 doesn't have any medics. Unusual build. Has rebuilt the lost infantry section. T-34 rolling up. And DevM's going to stick to the Panzer IVs. Building another one now. Allies took under 200 VPs. It's one area where the Axis are doing very well still. Comes the Werfer, pack connecting on the AEC. Werfer into the center, catches the conscripts. Ouch. Okay, here comes the T-34 repaired up. We've got a Katyusha in the mix now for DarkRegion. He's got the munis for the anti-tank Overwatch as well. Maybe that's part of the reason why DevM's sticking to the Panzer IVs. If you do, you know, get hit targeted by the anti-tank Overwatch, it's less of a issue. It's just a Panzer IV and a Tiger. Limit his losses.
Grenadiers reporting.
The enemy has taken our supply sector.
It's just positioning there. That heavy water, so lethal. I'm just going to have nightmares about this one. Goes from a Grenadier medkit activation, which is a decent idea, but the T-34 shuts down that healing. And the DevM doesn't have any pack rolling up behind this, so it does have a bit of trouble in terms of ranges. Constantly has to, you know, play that 20 range disadvantage. Well, if it doesn't do too much to the unit inside the trench, honestly. And there's a section nearby, but their healing's just timed out. And going into a regular Churchill to start things off is Guard2707, not going straight for the AVRE. Does mean he has gone for Anvil.
Has destroyed our
Generally with the AVRE I do favour Hammer. I feel like being able to war speed forwards and fire off the shot is very powerful. Doesn't give your opponent much chance to dodge. Dodge away from the AVRE. With their team weapons, especially with their pack up times. DevM got his way back up to 4 Grenadiers now, picked up a second pie for more repairs. Got a decent little composition now. Pretty close to another Panzer IV if that's what he wants to go for. P4 spam. Or a pack.
Ready for orders. A squad of pioneers has arrived.
These two were an arranged team. This might be a situation where you'd start to use a few of these recon planes. Pandemic, but he might be saving the munis for frag bombs going forwards. Picked up a third Pio, by the way. There's a lot of Pios for just one tank to repair up. I don't think that's a very good idea. I think 2 is all he needs. He's upgrading it with the flamethrower, so maybe he wants it to deal with trenches, but at this stage of the game, like running forwards into a trench with a flamethrower can be tough if you don't have like smoke cover or something like that. Second mortar pick, by the way, for Guard2707. This one covering the middle VP a bit more. Uh-oh. He's getting some medium hits. Gonna buy a bit of breathing room for the Panzer IV to get some work done. Katyusha down to the bottom.
The enemy have destroyed a forward position.
DevM's Grenadiers avoiding it reasonably. Took a decent chunk of health damage, but maybe only one model to that barrage.
That user waiting for orders.
And yeah, it is going to be Panzer IV spam. And DevM's managed to save enough for the Stuka close air support, so kind of feels like he's hit his timing and should be looking to get something going now. some kind of push once this third Panzer IV hits the front line.
Our opponents are seizing a sector.
And as usual, DarkRegion has got a few mines down on the edges that could really hurt DevM. These kind of aggressive tank plays, you often want to come in from the far side. And here we go, triple Panzer IVs working their magic. And DarkRegion feels like this is too much firepower, but wow, the Pyos clumped on the corner there, go down. Here he goes. He's coming in, he's dropped the planes down. Triple Panzer IV's rolling up. This Panzer IV is taking a lot of damage immediately. This Panzer IV didn't blitz in either. Panzer IVs, none of them equipped with the machine guns, so they could struggle to decrew that tank. And here comes the SU-85 at just the right time, freshly constructed. This does get decrewed. And it looks like DevM's going to pick that up. Catches the squad repairing, or constructing some mines rather. And he's going to run into the zone patch with the SU-85. Oh, he stops just short. Looks like the planes are going to time out. So no T-34 kill there for DevM. Does manage to steal the Zis though, so that's pretty good still. But if you got the T-34 on top of that, that would have been a very nice move. Wow, Churchill getting a great hit. Working well there. Here come the repairs. Double post, one of them not equipped with the sweeper though.
The enemy is attempting to steal our sector.
But yeah, such good timing on the SU-85. Like 20 seconds later and that could have been disastrous. And now DarkRegion has managed to save up enough for the anti-tank overwatch, and that was a sort of hit from the Katyusha there. Churchill rolling up. Got a Stug out now though for Pandemic. Should give him a little more firepower to deal with this Churchill. Come the Werfers. Oh, the assault officer dead just like that. Looks like he's kind of targeting one here and then one a little bit further back to maybe catch them if they retreat. Decent idea there for Pandemic. Some base howitzer fire coming in out the back. Uh-oh. Tread shot from the AEC. Looks like it's going to be out of range for the follow-up hit though. So no immobilization. And here comes the frag bombs. Guard2707 a little slow to dodge. And loses his anti-tank gun to that. Engineer's right there for the recruit. Maybe if he was really fast on it, he could have killed it with the Stug, but T-gun's still alive there. What's the fresh mortar pit doing? Oh, 0 kills, but 2/3 the way to vet. A lot of repairs required now, so some vehicle crew repairs going to be activated. Biden the load. He kind of needs to repair up this AT gun as well, because if it gets decrewed again, it's be destroyed. Whoa!
Field recovery
The
teams are ready to salvage
vision
vehicles.
from the pyrotechnics section, as well as being in the light cover there while stationary from vet, saw that Stug from downtown and knocked it out with the AT gun. Ouch. Pandemic. Looked like he popped smoke on it, but wasn't enough. The attack ground's too strong. A third Werfer now for Pandemic. This is a bad idea. Too much investment into rocket artillery.
Enemy causing trouble, trying to take
Not
one of our
enough
points.
to defend against this Churchill. One Panzer IV, one pack. It's not going to get the job done. Especially this Churchill with command vehicle bonus. That's description in the better info mod yet. Oh, engineers go down to the Werfer. So far, Guard2707 quite poor on his Werfer dodges. Here we go, SU-85 getting chased down. 4 Panzer IVs rolling up. He's got the AT gun in position as well. Anti-tank Overwatch dropped down by DarkRegion. SU-85 getting pounded. Shusha a little bit exposed now as well. Can he salvage this? He's got some conscripts. He's going to get an engine crit. One of these P4 is almost certain to die now. DevM did somehow manage to get enough for another super close air support. The AEC's coming down, providing some vision, providing some tread shots. Oh boy, he's hanging about to try and knock out the Zis, but he's just getting obliterated by the anti-tank Overwatch. Loses 1, loses 2 Panzer IVs. Could lose another one. Fresh T-34 rolling up here for DarkRegion. In hot pursuit. DevM's AT gun actually got decrewed. And he's exposing his rear armor with both these tanks. The T-34 rolling up. Misses the shot to the Faust, no engine crit. Panzer IV goes down. Sees the other one, wants to go for that. The anti-tank planes do a little bit of damage to T-34. And he gets the kill on this one as well. Oh my god. DevM. Strong start to the fight. Knocked out, 2 tanks for DarkRegion, but he got greedy. He wanted to decrew the Zis as well. And it ends up backfiring horribly. Second Churchill, this time the AVRE variety for Guard2707. I mean, DevM, he's still got all his infantry, but he lost that anti-tank gun that he stole. So he's got no anti-tank to deal with this T-34, he's just relying on that Panzerfaust. Still triple cap against the Allies, so they're feeling the heat.
To 100 points.
The Allies don't have many prospects to get back on the victory points either. Maybe this Tommy needs to come in now. Looks like he wants to heal that pack, or the 6-pounder rather.
Points remaining.
Okay, recon plane up in the air from the AEC command vehicle. Capping down the bottom, 70 VPs for the Allies. Going into the center now as well. They're going to be close to 50 by the time they stop the clock. Well, maybe not. So conscript in the middle manages to hold on. T-34 down the bottom, as I was saying, unopposed at this stage. Fresh Panzer IV is rolling in now for DevM. But nothing to stop this T-34, and still got the Zis. Double Zis now for DarkRegion. Did recover that one that DevM ended up losing again. Okay, recon plane up now for Pandemic. I think that's a pretty good idea. Spotting for his Werfers. They're going after the AT gun. Okay, there they go, and the damage combined with the AEC. Tanks push forwards. The command vehicle is dead. Good shot from the AVRE though. Big damage on his stun and some major pathfinding issues there for Pandemic. Luckily for him, Churchill didn't push in there because that could have been disastrous. I think even on this amount of health, Churchill could have 2-on-1 them. Let's have the Vet 2 bonus, 30% reload. Pretty good rate of fire on that Churchill at this stage. triggering. Squad's still alive. He's using all the workers in one big barrage, eh? Interesting. Did secure the kill on the 6-pounder rather, so I might say that's not right. Shusha down the bottom, getting quick on the dodge. Rolling up there with the AVRE, but the Stug slowing that down. Oh, but doesn't dodge with the Pyos. Saw it at the last second. Late reaction for Pandemic, costing his squad. Stug getting some really good hits in though. That AVRE out for repairs for quite some time. Okay, a 17-pounder coming up. I don't really think this is necessary. And in fact, might actually be slightly bad. Not if it gets a kill on the Panzer IV immediately. There it goes. Alright, well it's pretty much paid for itself right there. I think a Firefly would have been a better choice though, honestly. Takes a massive number of rockets there. That's kind of what I was worried about. Oh boy, some action down the bottom. Even dropped his planes. And his Panzer IV died during this. Oh! Okay, looks like there's this maybe. Vehicle destroyed one. Just planes to try and make it safe, but doesn't manage to do so. And a Pyo dead now as well. I think there was a mine on that corner. Ouch. Kind of needs to build a pack, but he doesn't have tier 2 at all. Gonna go for a Stug.
The enemy is taking our territory.
Just a no pack strategy for DevM, okay. Oh, cancels that. He's finally gonna build tier 2. Go for an AT gun. Okay, no kill there. Good damage though, and somehow, excuse me, down just one higher. Okay, from 3 earlier. So using the Panzerfaust on the 17-pounder, the Axis really want to kill this. Racing through a good chunk of the damage. Rifles are all ready to fire. The pack finishes it off. AVRE rolling forwards. Trying to get away with his V3 pack. It's up being decrewed. Refers onto the trench. Pretty bad scatter though. Barely did any damage with all three of them firing. And the pack finished off by DarkRegion's T-34. The double Stugs rolling in. T-34's in some trouble. And there it goes. Nice move from Pandemic. Triple Cab now turned against the Axis. Only 27 points remaining for the Allies. They've got to be very careful, but DevM having trouble rebuilding his way back into the game after that quad Panzer IV dive backfired on him so badly.
Enemy is gaining a foothold. We are down to 300 points.
Rebuild on the 17-pounder, almost the exact same position. Still quite defensive. I feel like maybe it could have been 10 range further forwards. Maybe even 15. Because at the moment the Axis tanks can, you know, kind of sit outside the range. Still contest these VP areas. Stroke takes a shot there. It looks like Pandemic's... Okay, drop the smoke. Get out of there. What about this one? Could pop the piercing shot here to finish off the Stroke, but... doesn't go for that.
Enemy infantry firing on us.
Playing up for Pandemic, provide some vision, maybe for the Werfers. The double Stugs rolling in. It's risky with that 17-pounder there.
They're trying to take it.
17-pounder misses its shot though. I think it would have killed the Stug otherwise.
The enemy are
A
attacking
lucky
an
break for
emplacement.
Pandemic. AVRE's in some trouble now. Double Stugs. Gets around behind the trees. Greedy's dead up here, by the way. Got that pack in a nice position for DevM. More to pounding away. Interrupt these repairs. Oh! But thanks to those repairs, the T-34 does survive. Cheeky little move there by DevM. Seems like he is just consistently like not going for upgrades on his pies, no sweepers, no Panzer IV Pintles. Really wants another set of planes. He's trying to save all his munitions for that time. We have a bunker up now for DarkRegion back there. Chusha coming down as well. Reindeers do survive. Triple Werfers coming down to the bottom. I actually think that's a pretty good idea, Pandemic. And the barrage over here will be huge. Comes 1, 2, 3 Werfers. Oh.
The enemy is trying to destroy a structure.
Pretty bad scatter. Really does anything. I think it's largely because you have no vision. Does enough though. This gets decrewed. Hacker's there, a little bit far back, moving in for the kill on that weapon, I think. But decides against it. His grenadiers are melting too fast, can't provide support for the kill on the decrewed Zis, so he has to back out early. T-34 waiting in the wings. His own mine backfiring on him there? Maybe not.
Churchill taking over.
The capture point is being overrun.
AVRE re-rolls, camped out in the middle. Triple Strugs now for Pandemic. Pounder still facing this direction. Looks like he's trying to maybe clear off this, open up the vision a bit. Could do that with the engineers though. Destroy cover. Okay, planes are dropped down for DevM. Looks like his pack got decrewed as empty. Decrewed as well. Maybe by some Zis barrage action. Woof! But the AAT guns for DarkRegion push all the way forwards. DevM thought he was safe back here, but he was not. Loses Panzer IV. Yeah, real nightmare of a match for DevM. Poe's dead in the center. The Pandemic. It seems like maybe the Allies have turned the corner, even though just 28 VPs remaining. They just can't really make this happen. The Axis. Ooh, no, the Grenadiers do survive. A little bit shallow. Shoosh into the center. The Grenadiers do survive. Nice call, though. I wonder if we're going to see a T-34 dive onto these Werfers. Got to find them first, and they're in the north this time. So maybe he wants to clear off some of these emplacements. For more pies, for more repairs. There's enough for another Panzer IV. Is he going to build one?
Enemy forces are capturing our supplies.
Okay, a bit of suppression kicking in. Trying to crawl around the corner. Frag bombs coming in on these support weapons. And decrease the Maxim. A little bit of damage onto the Zis as well. The Grenadiers did go down though, I believe, to the heavy mortar. Triple Stugs rolling in. Looking to finish the job. OMG Grenadiers taking down that Zis fast. Only gets one shot through. Stugs rolling forwards. He jumps in there though with the conscripts. Triple Stugs trying their best. They do knock out a T-34, but 2 Stugs down in return. DevM's pack getting some good hits in. Anti-tank Overwatch drop down now as well. Oh, the Stug does get the kill, but oh, he's right on the edge of the anti-tank. Ooh, he gets off to the side. Gotta be careful. Oh, he hits a mine on reverse. Oh, that is so sad. Trading 2 Stugs for that. What DarkRegion had there would be good, but 3? 3 makes it medium. I suppose DarkRegion did have to activate the anti-tank Overwatch, but he's got enough munitions for another one. So it's not a huge deal. Did knock out the bunker though as well. The Axis are draining up fast now themselves. And the Churchill down here, a bit of a monster now that it's Vet 3. It's got that Vickers from Vet 1. Ends up knocking out the machine gun. And bouncing off it as well. Oh, and the AVRE comes in to rub salt in the wounds there for DevM. Another unit dead. He's trying to save for the Tiger, it looks like, but so quite a good chunk of fuel away from that, and the points are draining out fast. Triple Werfers. This time actually getting some great hits. The trench shielding most of the damage, but that third Werfer able to finish the job. Pandemic with the stolen Maxim here, but it's failing to suppress because of all the light cover in the capture circle. Okay, DVM's dropped down his planes in the center, but we do have the Bofors up now for anti-air.
We're losing a capture point. Emplacements under attack.
2 of them now, in fact.
An infantry section of
And
Tommies
the
has been
Pyres
trained.
don't make it out of there. Maxim decrewed by the heavy mortar largely. Goes down as well.
Soviet artillery is reloading.
Now triple cap against the Axis. DVM's finally got this Tiger. But it looks like it's going to be too little too late. He's heading down to the south, but there's no infantry on any of the other capture circles.
25 points. Do not let them defeat us.
So I think they're just going to drain out here. They might be able to neutralize this, but that'll be it. It's not enough. Frag bombs coming in on the Maxim. It's the decrew. Grenadier's going to get them neutralized. I think the Bofors in the center is going to shut down any attempts there by the Axis. Big decrew on the pack of the DVM. Strips rolling in, trying to clear off the Bofors, I think, but Churchill's holding their ground. Ram on the Tiger doesn't penetrate. The anti-tank Overwatch, but yeah, it's too much. Wow. Big comeback there from the Allies. They had a real shocker of a start, getting forced off the map almost completely. And the Axis did roll into some, fast medium tank pressure, which helped as well. But yeah, I really do think this almost entire match came down to DevM when he made that push with the 4 Panzer IVs over here. Got 2 tank kills and then was backing out. sitting under the anti-tank overwatch trying to decrew that Zis. Ended up costing him everything and really never managed to build his way back in. Just suffered a few wipes here or there, maybe to the heavy mortar, Katyusha, maybe a lucky T-34 shot, and he just couldn't rebuild his army into a position where he could really contest. Pandemic, yeah, I don't know. He was doing okay with the Werfers, but not incredible. He invested, so much of his army into that. And then the Stugs, they made some okay plays, but again, not enough to overcome to help DevM enough to really make the comeback to drain out those last 30 or so VPs. Just wasn't quite strong enough in the end. But yeah, strong Churchill action. Couple wipes from the AVRE. This one just a real nuisance. Never could really kill it. And the emplacements locking out a lot of the other territory. GG, good comeback there by the Allies. Well, anyway, guys, wrap on that. If you like good game to be cast by me, details in the video description below. Otherwise, I'll catch you all for the next thrilling installments. Goodbye and good luck.